Denise, and we're hopelessly lost. This was an episode that answered a whole lot of questions.
Sure did, but it also raised a whole lot of questions. And, there are only 2 episodes left to wrap this all up.
That's right. Well, it focused on Jacob and the man in black, who, as it turns out, are twins. Who knew? Raised on the island by Alice and Janney of the West Wing, who delivered them and then immediately killed their mother. Kind of nice.
Nice lady.
Yeah.
It kind of reminded me of that Richard episode a few weeks back, where it was all set in the past and none of the main characters were really in it.
Yeah. I kept thinking this is either the coolest episode ever or Lost has just jumped the shark.
Yeah. I kind of thought we didn't need this one. There's not much time left, and I'm more interested in what's happening with Locke and Jack and Kate and Hurley and the gang. In the very first scene of this episode, this dark-haired woman bursts out of the water, and I thought, "Son's alive! Hooray!"
Wishful thinking.
Yeah, not so. My next reaction was, "Are they seriously introducing another damn character in this series at this point? Come on!"
Yeah, well, the whole episode can pretty much be summed up by a quote from Alice and Janney's character, Mother. Every question I answer will simply lead to another question.
Episode? That pretty much sums up the whole series.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk about some questions that were answered.
Okay. We did learn the true relationship of Jacob and the man in black. They're twins.
Yeah. By the way, did you notice that the man in black, we've been calling him the man in black or Smokey, right? Was not given a name when he was born, and pretty much he was never referred to by name. It was always son or brother, No wonder he turned out evil. I'd be pissed if I didn't have a name.
We also learned whose bones those are in the cave that years later Jack and Kate find. It's the man in black and his mother.
Yeah. Well, we know a little bit more about what the protectors are protecting, right? It's this golden light emanating from inside this cave, but we still don't know exactly what that is. More questions, right?
Yes.
So, as usual, more questions are raised.
Yes. Every question you ask, it just raises another one. So, the big one for me was who built the damn wheel? Remember that wheel that Ben used to move the island several years back? Well, there's a scene in this episode where the man in black is down in this mine, and he's found another passageway to the golden light. And he explains to his mother that he's going to install this wheel that'll allow him to channel the water and the light, and it'll allow him to get off the island. After he explains this, another nice tender scene, they hug, and she bashes his skull against the wall. and then fills in the mine, burns a village full of his friends to the ground. So who built the wheel?
Yeah. And how did she manage to do that all on her own, by the way? Kill a village full of people and fill that mine
She's
well?
the protector. She has Jacob's power.
Apparently. So who built the well, or who built the wheel? It could be Dharma. I think it's pre-Dharma. I think it's whatever the others emanated from.
Could be.
Which presumably Jacob brought to the island in the first place. But who knows? Here's another question raised. Who made Mother the protector of the island in the first place? How far back in time does that chain of protection go?
There's a limit to how far people only have been sailing the seas for millennia, but still there is a limit to how far back it goes. So how about this one? Is this the most dysfunctional TV family since the Bundys? I think so. So mom bashes one son's head in. One brother throws another down into this mysterious cave. And the other stabs his mother, who then thanks him for the favor.
Yeah. We still know the true nature of the light, or how it's linked to this electromagnetism. Mother says, a little bit of this light is inside of every man, but they always want more. If it goes out here, it goes out everywhere. Very ominous.
Yeah. We also later learned the man in black has spent decades searching the island. He says he walked every square foot of the island to find that cave again, and he never does. The cave of light. Jacob, though, has no trouble finding it. She takes his brother right to it, and throws him in. By the way.
Yeah. So one would say maybe he just couldn't see the cave.
Yeah. Yes.
Like adults can't see Santa Claus, but after Mother told him never to enter. He throws him in there. Mother tells him never to enter that cave because he'd experienced something worse than death.
So now we know how the man in black became the smoke monster.
Yeah.
His brother threw him in a cave and he came out as a pillar of smoke.
Yeah. Is that worse than death? I don't know. Question.
Have to try it.
Yeah. Okay, so the big question, I suppose, is how in the hell are they going to resolve this whole thing in 3.5 hours? Okay, that's what they got.
I thought you said the show jumped the shark.
Yeah, well,
you're not even gonna watch.
I put in this much time.
Yeah, 110 hours or whatever into it, you kind of gotta finish.
Yeah. In the meantime, don't forget to follow Jack Gax on Twitter or become a fan of Jack Jacksonville on Facebook. But if you really need a little bit of loss before the next finale, pick up your Entertainment Weekly, find out what character will be on it, because there's several of them out there. I got Jack. It's got everything you ever wanted to know about Lost in it. So fun reading for the next week. Till next week.
We're hopefully lost.
Wait.